Here I am in my chicken yard. This is where my chickens live. I'm going to read to you a book called Chicks and Chickens by Gail Gibbons. Gail Gibbons writes a lot of really good nonfiction books. Remember that a nonfiction book is a book that is not pretend. Chickens are birds. Birds sing in different ways. These are the ways that chickens sing. Cheep, cheep, cluck, cock-a-doodle-doo. Differences between chicks, hens, and roosters. A chick is a baby chicken. A hen is the mama chicken or a female chicken, an adult female chicken. And this is a rooster, and that's the male chicken or the daddy. Chickens evolved from wild jungle fowl in Southeast Asia. They can't fly great distances because their wings are too weak. People probably began to tame wild fowl for their eggs and meat during prehistoric times. Stories from China tell of people raising chickens about 4,000 years ago. Did you hear my rooster? He was crowing. A breed is a group of animals that shares many of the same features. In chickens, it can be types of combs, skin colors, feather colors, and patterns. Today, many chickens are raised on farms. They lay eggs that people eat. Others are raised for their meat. There are about 113 different breeds of chicken. A few chickens are raised as pets. Some chickens are entered into contests. Roosters of some common breeds: Brahma, Leghorn, Cornish, New Hampshire, Rhode Island Red, Sussex, Polish, Plymouth Rock. Roosters are more colorful than hens. Most breeds are named for the area they were first developed. Depending on its breed, an adult chicken may weigh between 4 pounds and 10 pounds. Behind me, the gray chickens are Cochins. The dark red chicken is a Rhode Island Red, and the light red chicken, I think, is a Cinnamon Queen or a Production Red. And there's one bird back there that looks different. That is a guinea. She's light gray and has polka dotted feathers. Chickens are always pecking and scratching at the ground, eating a little at a time. On small farms, some owners let their chickens roam. They hunt for seeds, small plants, fruits, berries, insects, and worms. Because these chickens are able to move about freely, they're called free-range chickens. On large chicken farms where chickens are raised in pens or cages, the owners feed the chickens chicken food. The chickens are always able to drink from waterers. In order for a chicken to drink water, it must toss its head back and let the water trickle down its throat. We don't let our chickens free range because we need to protect them from the animals that are here close to our farm. The dogs might hurt them, and some other animals could hurt them, foxes and skunks. Chickens don't have teeth to chew their food. Instead, the food travels to a pouch in the throat called a crop. In the stomach, the food mixes with digestive juices and enters the gizzard. The gizzard contains pieces of sand and small pebbles the chicken has eaten. These are called grit. The grit in the walls of the gizzard grind the food into small pieces. Chickens use their beaks to clean their feathers. This is called preening. They also take dust baths to get rid of any insects bothering them. Chickens don't have a good sense of smell or taste. They do have good hearing. During the day, they have excellent eyesight. When nighttime comes to a small farm, the chickens are put in a chicken coop. They sleep up on a perch. This is called roosting. Chickens don't have good night vision. Inside their coop, they're safe from any nighttime enemies, such as weasels, foxes, and raccoons, and skunks and possums. Chickens prefer to be together in small groups called flocks. The leader pecks at the other chickens to let them know who is boss. That chicken is at the head of the pecking order. Cock-a-doodle-doo, this sound is often heard at dawn and in the evening. This sound, called crowing, is made by a rooster. A rooster usually watches over and protects a group of 12 to 20 hens. Roosters don't like other roosters and often fight each other. farmers raise hens to lay eggs. Some breeds of hen lay white eggs. Others lay brown eggs. A few breeds lay green or blue eggs. A hen usually lays no more than one egg a day. Here is how it happens. Egg cells travel from the ovary to the oviduct. Albumen is the white fluid inside an egg. It's created in the oviduct. The thin lining found inside the egg shell forms around the albumen. The shell forms, and the hen lays her egg. From beginning to end, this process takes about 24 hours. Araucana chicken. Eggs should be gathered from the nests in the chicken coop twice a day. This makes the hens want to keep laying eggs. During the winter in cold climates, hens stop laying until springtime. A rooster does not need to mate with a hen for her to lay eggs. When a rooster mates with a hen, the egg cells inside her become fertile. After mating, a hen prepares her nest by pulling twigs, feathers, bits of hay, and leaves around her. Only fertilized egg cells can become chicks. Each day, the hen lays another egg. Usually there are 6 to 20 eggs. Any group of eggs in a nest is called a clutch. After the hen has laid all her eggs, she sits on them gently, turning the eggs over now and then, keeping them warm all over. Warming the eggs is called incubation. Day 1, an embryo starts to form on the yolk. Day 3, blood vessels spread all over the yolk. Blood flows through them, carrying nutrients from the yolk to the embryo. The heart develops. Day 7, now the embryo is surrounded by a water-filled sac. As the embryo gets bigger, the yolk, its source of food, also gets bigger. The embryo looks like a tiny bird on day 12. The mother hen incubates her eggs for about 3 weeks. During this time, the chick is growing inside the egg. When the incubated eggs are about 3 weeks old, the brooding mother hears a chipping sound. The eggshell of one of the eggs begins to crack. A chick, using its egg tooth, a sharp part of its beak, is breaking out of its shell. The other eggs begin to hatch too. The first break in a shell is called a pip. Hatching is when a chicken breaks out of its shell. Brooding is the care given to an egg during incubation in the first 4 weeks after the chicks hatch. At first, the chicks are wet and sticky. They're very tired. Soon they dry and have fluffy yellow feathers called down. They become stronger. They can see and hear and begin to move about. The chicks make a cheeping sound to let their mother know where they are. The mother hen clucks and drops food in front of them. Chicks can eat the same food as their mothers. Not all baby chickens are yellow. This one is yellow. But this one is brown. And this one is black and yellow. See their little wings and their beaks and eyes? In a few weeks, the chicks are bigger, but their mothers still protect them. The chicks have grown feathers. In a few months, these young chickens will look like their mother or father. A female chicken will be able to lay her first egg when she's about 5 months old. Female chickens less than 6 months old are called pullets. After that, they're called hens. Male chickens less than a year old are called cockerels. After that, they're called roosters. There are more than 10 billion chickens in the world. That is a lot of chickens. Gathering eggs on small farms. Eggs are gathered by hand twice a day from the hen's nest. Sometimes the owners place the extra eggs into egg cartons to be sold at farm stands. It's different on large farms. There's a whole process. Some chickens are raised for meat. Mother hens cluck to communicate to their chickens. A deep cluck means follow me. A high-pitched cluck means food. Chicks may recognize their own mother's cluck. There are some facts that you can look at about chickens. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this visit to my farm. I hope you liked seeing my baby chickens and all of the chickens that were behind me a little while ago. I'll talk to you later. I love you and I miss you. Bye-bye.